if you win all 3 of your lanes, but I think top lane is not really as easy as perhaps you're hoping it might be. If you can get like a first blood top lane, potentially, I think you could really start to swing things in your favor, because I think that's going to be the strongest lane that Tundra have to throw at you here. Other than that, I do like this Liquid draft, but the Lesh is a bit scary versus the Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the Lesh either, honestly. I feel like you have a lot of burst damage to deal with him. Snapfire, Mars, Chaos Knight, all pretty good against him. Like, while Leshrac is really good against Illusion Heroes, cancels PL, cancels TPE, Naga as well. I think CK might be an exception because of how tanky the Illusions are, and the fact that you can usually play CK as a burst damage hero, where you Reality Rift with the Illusions on, boom, 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 Leshrac's dead. In fact, Chaos Knight for a long time wasn't even playing with Illusions. He just played it because of his strength gain. You play him as a strength core because of the Chaos Strike, right? So, unlike PL or TBE, it would depend on that. I think CK is fine. I don't know. I'm not in love with the Leshrac pick. I think there were better options, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Lesh is going to have problems. The issue basically that comes down to it is that I feel like no matter if you're winning a game by like, less than between like, 0 and 15k, no one really wants to run into a fight if they've been ice blasted, but that's kind of Leshrac's whole MO, right? He just runs into fights. That's what he does. And at least it synergizes well enough with the rest of your team to give them a little bit of space, again, to look for some of these more precise spells to be cast on some more high-priority targets, look for the Axe to get the lockdown onto the CK, get a hook shot potentially onto the DK or to one of the backline supports. But it feels like, you land this Ice Blast and Insania no longer really wants to fight. But I am looking for, I mean, we had the premiere, I could only assume in professional Dota, of Insania safe lane, and now it's going to be Insania mid lane on the Leshrac.
I mean, the other concern I have is that it's not just the Ancient Apparition, that's a very obvious one, but it's just also the Mars and Snapfire who deal well with these kind of heroes as well, right? You set up the arena when he's walking in, you spear him to the wall, and he's dead. Mortimer's Kiss on top of that, very strong combo. And also Mortimer's Kisses lay them down all over the field, and it's very difficult for Lesh to run anywhere, right? The advantage of this, of course, is that I use the arena against them. You can't use it against a Drow, but that's what the DK is for. Just run in, Dragon Tail her, and burst her down with a CK. The only issue I can see for Tundra is the too many target syndrome, where you want to burst down Lesh, you want to burst down Drow, but there's going to be a point in the game where you'll be able to do that. Not sure. I guess Clock with the Cogs can save the Lesh a couple of times if you put them appropriately in the arena, so you can't just pin him to the wall. That's always a nice little...
No, you got a bit of counterplay there. I liked the point how you say about, too many targets for you to go for as... Boxy is going to get stunned, but after he picks up the bounty rune, and once again might just run down 33 here for the kill. Cookie.
Oh, what a cookie.
Wow. Going to get him up to the high ground. Nicely done. I feel like that's not too big of an issue until... I don't know, though, because the thing is, like, Drow is a hero that punches... Okay, by the way, Koikva is seemingly going mid lane here. Okay. Mid lane Drow.
I mean, against Mars, I can see that. Not bad. Like I said, the DK is whatever. I mean, you're not going to die against a Drow. So, with this, then you at least cancel the Mars, which is not too bad. Oh, top lane actually snaking, in trouble. The Cold Feet, snaking, will die. I mean, trying to kill Boxy as well, it's not going to work out.
That's what happens when Axe gets his hands
on these lanes are... Okay, so it's a lane swap. So not only have we swapped positions here from game 1 to game 2, seemingly we've also swapped the off lane and the safe lane here, I can only presume, with Insania down bottom. Or do you think they're going to itemize this Leshrac as a 3 and play the carry Axe?
I actually was not thinking. I thought they just swapped it because it's better lanes, because you don't want to run the Lesh versus the CK. You want the Axe against them. And the Lesh will cancel the DK in lane once he hits 6. It's one of the issues that you have, actually, since you're forced to run the DK in the safe lane. You won't be able to push the tower as quickly. Lesh can't do that, and once he hits 6, nobody can tank that. Like, 3-3 has to worse that Hood of Defiance, and even then, I don't think it can tank the Lesh once he hits 6.
Okay, well, there's a bit of damage, 33 though. Oh, is going to be able to dodge the Earth Spike coming out from Split Earth, coming out from Insania. All right, I mean, I actually kind of really like this mid lane, because what the problem that I foresaw was that, there's a pretty, or there kind of is a pretty clear stage when Drow is priority number 1 in these fights. But the issue with Drow is that because of her passive, she's a hero that can fight well above her weight class. Not if she's like, 2 items behind, but if she's got good XP, then, she can still kind of tear things up in the team fights.
Yeah, I mean, she's tearing it up in the lane as well. Mars struggles against this. He's a good hero against most melee mid laners, but against ranged ones, even if it's one of 9 specials. I like this by 9 though. He's stacking the wave. He wants to last under the tower. That's one of the advantages you have in this matchup. You can last under the tower super easily. Send Quickvo away.
I was going to accidentally hit. Oh, all right. Collects it.
No,
with
he's
the
still good,
attribute.
dude.
Nice. Top lane. They're going to get the kill onto 33,
No,
however.
bottom.
Bottom, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, this lane is difficult for a DK. Lesh really makes your life hard. And Snapfire can't help you enough, unfortunately. Once you get a couple points, a little Shredder maybe, but it's going to be tough in the early. The combo that's strong for Tundra is the CK plus Ancient Apparition. That's a classic combo. But against an Axe, you're not going to be able to get those kills.
No, he's just going to be proved to be too tanky. So then you do, I mean, I suppose, like, when would we know? By the way, Insania, nicely done. 13 and 6 in the side lane is very impressive here on the Leshrac.
Yeah, I mean, this lane is really easy, though, I will say.
You die alone.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying. Fata fighting against Milan. Okay, the arrow. Fata. Oh, he still got frozen. Fata wants to live. He saw the opportunity. There's a glimmer of hope. Milan has the arrow, but Fata's too fast. 285 movement speed. Can't quite catch up to that.
Bo3 was considering sniping the courier there as he went to the secret shop to pick up his Ring of Health. Is that going to help him now, though? Gets another spin off. Unfortunately, he is going to be frozen. And Skitter picks up the kill there with a nice little critical strike. That'll get him a lot closer now to the power treads.
That's very good. Honestly, that's very good combo, like I said. Even with an Axe being a strong laner, they're managing to make it work, and that's all you would ask for. Especially because your Mars is... I mean, he's actually tying with a Drow overall, but the more this game goes, the more 9 will struggle. Not much up to him, honestly.
Spear's not going to get the stun onto Quickvo, so he's going to send a couple more arrows here after 9.
No, he's only gotten points in Frost Airs, actually. No points in Multi-Shot or Gust.
He's leveled stats, by the way, instead. Fata taking the death top lane. I was wondering what he was going to commit for. I thought it was going to be multi-shot almost certainly for some cheeky kill attempts. Mid lane, though, 9 is going to skewer and kill Taiga, who tried to walk up onto a mid lane.
Why does anyone even try?
Apparently he was playing Drow on stream yesterday, so he thinks mid Drow is viability. I wonder if that's the idea, to go for the stat build. Oh, top lane, by the way. Skitter. Milan is not going to be able to finish him off. Skitter will be able to survive this. With the rotation of the supports now, you actually have a bit more liberty given to the DK. But like I said, once Insania hits 6, 3-3 will struggle. So he just has to make the best out of this lane before then. That's 9. Honestly, for being up against a Drow mid, I think you should be quite proud with his prowess.
I'd agree, especially if this is something that you're saying Quickvo has practiced before. Again, very unorthodox
that's the chat saying that. But I believe him. Apparently he was playing it on stream. I unfortunately was setting up the stream.
Yes, you were, weren't you?
Yeah.
33.
Setting up my stream, son.
Yeah, 33, by the way, is going to be going up for the phase boots on the DK. So just looking for that bonus armor versus the Drow Ranger. Like you say, stacking that along with the Dragon's Blood bonus armor is going to help him survive a little bit more than those Drow might anticipate. But Fata top lane in a lot of trouble. We've got an arrow, but we don't need it. Taiga is going to be easily able to escape his cogs, and he's good to go. Casual gank top lane from Fata works out a lot better than the gank mid lane did. Skitter making sure he can try and stop the arrow, but that's only going to set him up now for the call into said arrow. TP coming bot lane, out from the Snapfire. There's the stun onto Milan. The cookie into the Reality Rift actually allows him to catch up, but without a stun, that was not going to be an easy kill here for Skitter.
That was a 2-second stun on the Chaos Bolt. He would have been able to get that kill. But unfortunately, just got the 1 second. Fata. I think that was the shortest duration as well possible. So, Skitter will be trying to get that Midas. As per usual, loving that build, being able to farm here. As in the mid lane, they try to help out 9. See if they can find a kill on Quickvo. Very good arena, actually, just barely. With the cold feet on top of that spear, the cogs not going to help him out. As Taiga cannot go inside that arena, and Quickvo will fall.
What is Insania doing here?
Insania's coming in for a kill, dude. What do you expect? Split Earth misses, okay, Insania's ganking. This is what a gank looks like. You might not like it, but this is what optimum ganking looks like.
Yeah, so they're giving Milan free farm top lane for a little while, but I felt like they had such a good thing going top against Skitter. Axe, of course, he wants to, I guess, just push a lane, so he's going to return back down bottom, where it is a little bit easier for him to actually achieve a push like this. I thought for sure they were going to go top. I mean, look at the wards that Liquid have put down very aggressively to scout out these rotations. I was thinking the other day that now that the ward spot has been slightly moved, this area for Radiant is super easy to defend, which is I think why the Axe decides to go bottom and try his luck down bottom, trying to get the push there. But I thought for sure we were going to be looking to set up some more action top. Fata is going to be now caught by Taiga, but with snaking both inside of the cogs. Arrow finds the Ancient Apparition. That's going to be a nice setup there for Insania to pick up the kill. He's now level 6 with the cookie stun, finding both supports. Along with an arrow in 8 seconds, the 2-second stun on Insania is going to hold him down. It looks like they'll only have to lose the AA for this one.
I really think Insania should be trying to do this bottom, honestly, for a free tower. Oh, Taiga, 9, just rotated to get him.
Arrow.
There's still an Arena of Blood. 9 might not need to use it, actually. Taiga will just die here to the little shredder. But yeah, I feel like Insania should be doing this bottom and taking the tower from the DK, because now 3-3 is giving some time to recover. And also, he might be able to take the tier 1 in the offlane. That's just a dragon does.
He's sitting on 1,000 gold right now.
Yep.
I'm wondering at this stage if they're like, all right, am I the carry? Am I the offlane? Like, how are we playing this one out? Given the start that Boxy's had, I wouldn't mind seeing him go into either build. I think they're just maybe having a discussion about it right now.
I don't know if you can have this discussion in the middle of the game. He brings out the T. Oh, so who's the carry actually? In the middle of the game, you know, you're trying to play the game, but you can't really have this discussion.
Well, I think
I believe
this is another carry from mid.
Insania.
Right?
Oh, Skitter. He has Phantasm in a second. Insania's like, yes, I see a kill. Let's go for it. Taiga
no hook shot.
has no hook shot though. We still have the Arena of Blood. That would have been suicide if they followed it up. Yeah, Box is gonna go for the carry build. He's going for Yasha. So maybe they decided beforehand that was the case.
Okay, that's what I figured that this had turned into. Koikva, of course, is still going to be this duo core or whatever. He's eventually going to be the carry that actually wins them the game this game, if everything goes according to plan at the very least. So then, what do we buy on our Lush? Okay, so it looks like Insania now is going to end up going into the Hooded Defiance for the most part. Actually, he's going for Earn. That's Milan's, right? That was Milan. Sorry, I got baited. He is going to be going for the Hooded Defiance. There it is. It's already completed.
Yeah. We're currently playing the game as what role is Insania playing today?
Yeah, it's offlane. It seems like
put your bets. It seems like it, yeah. Which is crazy because Boxy, despite him being an offlaner, I would consider him more an offlaner like Zai, where he'll gladly sacrifice himself for his team. Not particularly a greedy offlaner, but I can imagine he is closer to the carry position by numbers alone than Insania is.
Yeah, that's very true, isn't it?
But he's playing the 3 Lush. I do feel like you gotta do it like people that use 3 Lush a lot. This is my bingo, by the way. Beast Ghost, you know, Whisper loves playing the 3 Lush. They also snaking that they used to do it a lot actually. When he played the 3 position before he played 4, or before he moved back to 4 rather. And I feel like the 3 Lush does the thing I was explaining where he takes the tower really early and then starts rotating because his rotational power is just not that great. You farm super well, you kind of play like Brood Mama and you completely dominate the lane, but now what do? You have no Yules that are set up for kills, you need someone to come with you, you don't really have the best setup, you need to be able to take towers, otherwise your time is being wasted a bit, in my opinion. Yeah,
so I think he's finally going to settle for bottom lane, where the DK and the Axe actually, make that, apologies, Axe has since forfeited this lane, but the DK is still just chilling up here. 33 has had plenty of time to recover from his rougher start. Yeah, they're looking to set up the kill. Oh, 33 dodging the stun. And now looking to turn. He's got his own Dragon Tail ready to be yeeted, but Milan's going to cover their escape here with the Moonlight Shadow. I think they scouted 9's TP. As he will now see them underneath the Sentry Ward, perfectly placed. Out come the kisses. That's going to secure the kill onto Insania, and Taiga is not going to be able to escape either. Both kills end up going to Snake King, and with all the Dragon Form active, they may just look for this Tier 1 tower as well.
Yeah, now it's too late to do the play that I was talking about because first of all, you're trying to gank, which like I said, see how difficult it is? Even setting up for the stun of the Lightning Storm is not a guaranteed stun. So it's very difficult for you to get these quick kills, and you haven't taken the tower, so you don't have enough space either to go for these kills. So now Tundra is free to respond to you, and I would say on Mars is definitely more active than Drow mid. I mean, Drow is your win condition, it seems like, so... Oh, hook shot, okay, catch up to the Ancient Apparition. Those cogs will stay, you actually hit him with the Ice Blast. Fata regretting that right now, as Taiga could have been a potential kill, but without the Ice Blast hitting him, that's impossible, and instead is going to be Insania coming in here for the mid tower. Let's see, DK
nearby. He knows the spots, at least.
He does TP, he does know the spot. Insania doesn't have the arena though, so it's not the easiest of plays here. 9.
Well, I'm body blocking him.
Okay, yeah. Actually, they missed the cookie and the spear. Yep, they have learned nothing.
All right. This is, I mean, of all the possibilities of this game, you know, of this series even going, first of all, this is nothing like their first series, the first encounter where they met the DPC leagues, where it was a pretty dominant performance from Liquid despite dropping their second game. The only thing that is similar, I will say, is the fact that we've got a stand-in here for Liquid, and the positions are all a little bit shaken up as a result.
I feel like Koikfa in the offlane, which is his position he used to play, is more comfortable than Insanely playing core. I don't know. Maybe that's just my guess from this game. But of course, as a caster, you see one change and you go, oh, this must be what's breaking it. So,
yeah.
To be honest, there's always that little issue. I'm going to try to take the tower mid. Let's see if this works out. With a TK and a Snapfire, I can't imagine this being too difficult. 9 also has the arena in case they want to fight this. Liquid seems to want to. Fata in the wrong position again. In goes Taiga. Arrow misses. Ice Blast this time will hit Taiga, but Fata is already dead. Then he used the arena to retreat. Tundra not looking to fight this any further. They don't get the tower though in the mid lane, and it's actually in deny range now.
Yeah, actually a really, really good decision to fight there out from Liquid and get everyone involved just in the nick of time. 33, he's so close to this Blink Dagger as well that he just loved. And Sania, well, they knew we were standing that time. Moonlight Shadow, but into the Toaster Oven he goes. He'll be finished off there by the damage of 33. Kiss is continuing to chase down for Taiga. As here goes 9, still chasing. He's got a sentry right here. Silence now is going to be forced to hold up the bulwark. Not that like he minds that much, and that means that the tower will not be denied. At the end of the day, it'll still be going the way towards 33. And
okay. I mean, the more important part of this tower is the map control it gives you, right? Once you get this insane map control that the mid tower gives you, it's going to be very difficult for Liquid to respond accordingly. I mean, you've taken the bottom tower, which is fine, but now you can go and invade the enemy jungle before Liquid could do the lane swap or the jungle swapping. And if you set down wards aggressively, then Liquid might be without a jungle for a while.
How's our Axe farming, though? Still making progress towards that Manta style. He's gotten through most of the ultimate orb now, at the very least, and a good scan here is going to let him know that there are enemies coming his way, so he should be able to live. Although the pings seem to imply that Liquid are looking to try and defend the tower. Hook shot, sorry, make that rocket flare. That's actually, mind me, an Ice Blast looking to scout top lane for Tundra. They won't see anyone there, and that might just reinforce them to go for this tower. That would be all tier 1s then down for in favor of Tundra.
Hook shot again. There's stuff for the DK, and they have an arena. The clock against the arena's wall. Actually, those cogs not perfectly set up. They Koki 3-3 back into the arena, but he gets hit by the arrow, and therefore he gets dunked. Snaking in a similar position, in a actually really bad position, as he also gets dunked by Boxy. They couldn't really do much to save him. Ancient Apparition nowhere to be found. Ice Blast not available either, and Skitter not looking to engage just yet.
Nope, Skitter actually decided to go for the Midas 2 games in a row. Game 1 on the DOTA, Game 2 on the CK. So, you know, of all the heroes that you could think of in the carry role, at least, you know, that makes good sense. Now doubling back here for the Armlet. That's flying his way now. Probably going to see the Sanj next into, I don't know, BKB here. Maybe, honestly, maybe he should copy Insania's build and go for the Blink Dagger. I see a lot of benefit here versus the Drow Ranger, who's got a Dragon Lance. So she might just be able to right-click you to death before you can get within range of using any of your abilities without that blink. Speaking of range, Fata in a tough spot. He's going to continue farming cogs, as you know he's just dead, trying to get a second one. But Koikfa is going to rotate it over and kill him before he gets that achieved. This is going to be the last tier 1 tower taken, though, so Liquid have lost all of their tier 1s. And mid lane, Milan, he's got leap charges, so he's easily across into the river. Skitter trying to get a long duration stun there, but with only 1 point in the Chaos Bolt, that's is, you know, rolling the dice and asking for a 12 there.
Milan has the haste rune, but he gets caught by the Dragon Tail, snaking, Goku. 3-3 just came back so the Goku can hit him. There's the Rowdy Rift. With the help of the little Shredder, he didn't leap in time. Thought the haste would get him away. Only had 1 charge anyway. That's to be another win for Tundra. I mean, small kills, right? But since they control the map anyway, the only concern is that Liquid has actually been farming like crazy on Boxy, who's definitely been playing carry now. And we'll see the strength of the Axe carry very shortly. He hasn't had the shard yet, of course, he has to wait for that. And the Blink Dagger to really burst someone down. Not going to be the easiest kill on heroes that are tanky like Mars or CK or DK, but definitely a possibility, especially when Drow actually joins the phrase.
Yeah, and hold that thought, top lane. They've caught Insania with the arena from 9. Doesn't need any setup for it even. In fact, Insania might be able to turn. Ice Blast is going to whiff. They thought Insania would be making a break for it, so 33 is going to have to blink forward with the Dragon Tail stun. No trees makes it a very, very easy kill here for 33. The only good thing that the Axe Manta is going to provide you, even though the shard has been nerfed, is you still cut waves with incredible efficiency here. Skitter finds the Drow Ranger. Kiss is raining down a 1-second stun, but they got 33 to back him up. They've stunned an Illusion, and that means that Koikfa is long gone. 2 kills for 33 across 2 lanes. They've at least got the tower for that, but that's the first death on the Drow Ranger. Second death, pardon me, and Tundra are even considering Roshan here.
Why not, honestly? You have the Reality Rift for the minus armor, in addition to a fair amount of physical damage. You're radiant as well. You took down the Drow. But of course, the Clockwork kind of makes you doubt this idea. Ice Blast hitting Boxy. This is the moment where you check Boxy, you're like, oh wow, he is farmed. That's really, really good farm on him. Manta, Vanguard, soon to get the Blink Dagger. He won't get the shard perfect timing, but it's not bad, particularly because he started in not the easiest of lanes. And Tundra, they see him and they realize, oh, just back to farming. We'll take this late then. Against Axe Carry, don't let him play his tempo. As Insania in the top lane. We do have the Dragon Tail, there we go. Reality Rift, hit him with the Chaos Bolt, goodbye Insania.
So Insania now doubling back, by the way, for the Yule Scepter. Problem is, it's a rather inexpensive item, especially for an offlaner, 2,800 goldish. And after that first item, Hooded Defiance, if you don't end up pushing, at the very least, you're getting pickoffs with your team, it becomes a difficult item to farm.
Good arena of blood, actually. Very, very good arena of blood.
Ice Blast is
There's
coming.
the Ice Blast to hit Taiga. They can't pin him to the wall. They don't have any extra damage either, and Quickly covers him with the help of the multi-shot. Which he still only has 1 point in, by the way. 1 point in Gust, 1 point in multi-shot, full points into stats.
Yeah, no, he's went 5 points into stats, actually. He's put a further 2 in since I've last checked on him.
Makes him more tanky, hits harder. I mean, I don't mind this as opposed to Gust. I'm surprised about this as opposed to multi-shot, but if you do the math, it must have checked out for Koikfa. As again, he was practicing this, so I'm just going to trust him.
Yeah, I think I'll also defer to the side of the professional Dota 2 player. Thank you very much. And, well, so far, seems to be working out for him. He's got a, the Ogre Axe on the way now, which is going to give him a little bit more HP to work with. This is a 2,200 HP Drow Ranger at 20 minutes into the game. Is more HP than the DK right now. So, yeah, quite tanky. Problem is, of course, DK's got all that bonus armor, whereas the Drow Ranger, not bad, 26 plus 3, but very, very, very weak to all the magic bursts that Tundra are carrying here.
What is Liquid to do though now? Do you just wait for the timings for the Axe here in the Drow? I feel like there's no need to push this any further. I think the ball's in Tundra's court right now to get these kills. And they're farming a bunch, which I think is nice. Maybe they're confident in the late game matchup yet again because of the CK versus Drow. But it doesn't seem like Liquid is too bothered either. They're just waiting patiently for their power spike, and it doesn't seem like Tundra has done anything to deal with his power spike when it comes.
Yeah, something that's rather curious is that I don't believe anyone is building a medallion or a solar crest this game. It's immediate force staff into the mechanism for the Snapfire, both of which already completed. Ice Blast, by the way, top lane, and Insania's just going to get clipped by that. But there's just too many enemy heroes here for, I believe that was, Skitter to make any aggressive plays. He is actually almost 1-for-1, minus the Midas copy in the build of Insania. Going next into the heart.
So, yeah, you're right. There's no medallions, also no Vlads or anything like that to make up for the Drow. Obviously, like, DK's not a good Vlads picker. It may AC later on Chaos Knight. But if you don't build any residual armor, Drow is just going to burst you down relatively easily. We haven't even seen Quickly really fighting. He either gets caught out or he's farming, but that was it. There's never been an intention of him to actually go into the fights, and his farming is quite decent. The full stats makes him farm a bit faster, I suppose.
He's got 10 total stats here at level 10. 5 from the talent, and then 5 from the points into attributes. Sorry, at level 15, I should have said. So, again, he's real tanky for the hero that he's playing. But we've yet to really see him put any of those stats to use when it comes to fighting. That's what I thought we would be seeing a little bit more.
I mean, no, it also helps you farm a bit faster, right?
Yep.
So there's that point. There's not much point in fighting when they can just burst you down this easily. Skitter didn't go for the cleave, though. He's like, oh, you want to play the farming game? I can do it, too.
Breaking.
Insania does catch up to the DK. Yule Scepter sets up for the arrow. Insania in the wrong position. Even wronger now when he got speared. Ice Blast not even needed, as Insania has been bursted.
Yep. He found himself in a bit of a tough spot, setting up for the arrow for Milan, who's got his own Yule Scepter. And after that, Tundra are going to take this opportunity to head into Roshan. They are going to be scouted immediately by the Rocket Flare of Taiga. But I don't think they're going to be too interested in stopping Fata, putting himself between a potential hook shot and the Roshan. Getting better of it, though. Going to move around the side. It's going to go down really fast, and it doesn't look like Liquid will be able to mount an offense for this.
Roshan. No hook shot here. They're just trying to block that, of course. They don't know exactly where Taiga is. He doesn't have an angle, though. So that's going to be Aegis going the way of Skitter. And now you start pushing the tier 2s. Now with this Aegis, the ball starts rolling for Tundra. But I feel like now it's also when Liquid wants to fight. I mean, Aegis aside. Because the X just got a shard. You have Blink Dagger, Vanguard, Mount the Style. You're ready to go. Drow also goes in on that BKB. Maybe you wait out the Aegis first. 9, okay, he has his own BKB, but 9 got caught by Taiga. Actually using the Arena Blood, he wants to fight this with the Ice Blast. I don't think that's going to be sufficient to kill Taiga. In fact, 9 has to retreat instead.
Yeah, good Ice Blast, well timed. It stops Bo3 from blinking in. That's another thing that Ice Blast is completely annoying for, is really keeping your Blink Daggers on cooldown even through a BKB. So no chance to counter initiate. That was the first BKB charge, I believe, out from 9. Yeah, that was the 9-second BKB for 9, who does not manage to get a kill out from that top lane. Satanic next for 9. I like this item. I think this is something we saw from him before. Just going for that Dispel. The Lifesteal, of course, with the bonk, does fully synergize and gives you a ton of burst healing. But it's mostly going to be about the Dispel here, making sure that you can keep pace here, not be too worried about a battle hunger, not be too concerned with... oh, hold on Sania. I think he's going to be okay. He's pretty tanky, and they missed the combo. Dodging the Ice Blast simultaneously. Koikva, though, standing his ground, trying to fight as they will clean up Insania. Now Koikva looking to run, gets the at least the Hurricane Pike away, and with the cover of Moonlight Shadow, he will be able to escape to safety.
Same. Tower of Wolffall in the top lane with a Phantasm and the help of 3-3. Another death on Liquid. Not that big a deal. The map control is what matters here the most. As Axe is already farming a bunch of camps with his illusions. Bo3, honestly, very close to that BKB as well. Maybe is that when they start to fight? I guess now you have an Aegis, so there's no point.
Yeah. It seems like they were probably ready to fight, but then they lost the Lesh. And
oh, now they go for the Claw who has a Ghost Scepter. The arrow will hit. Not that it matters too much. They still have a Dragon Tail. Taiga should still die here. Ice Blast coming in actually for Milan, who will also lose his life. And now it's time for the tower to fall.
It's time indeed. We've got Heart completed, by the way, so casually 4,000 HP for our CK. Of course, he's now starting to put a couple of points into the stats himself. So that's all going to be thanks to the Armlet, the Sanj, and his Heart. Just a really, really tanky hero along with the DK. Both able to frontline relatively easily here. In fact, really, you've just got 3 strength heroes looking to run you down. It's not really too much of an enviable position for this Drow Ranger, is it? Bo3 is at least doing his best to cut the waves and delay this game. That's now the BKB completed.
SMY also completed for Skitter, though. So, as that resistance, harder to even catch him.
Bo3 with the preemptive TP away, not looking to get caught here farming the enemy jungle unnecessarily.
I'm assuming now wait for the Aegis and then you go. Oh, or not even wait for the Aegis. Okay, yeah, you have to do something as Liquid. I agree with this choice, especially if you can find someone that's not the CK.
Well, we'll see who we can find. Bo3 leading them down into the river.
Skitter just ignored them completely. Moonlight Shadow, can you see Skitter?
Got
has a second life though, but they might just catch up to Fata. Has no Ice Blast actually. Fata might just die in the backlines. Fata, they're catching up to him. There's the Arena Blood, they'll fight 9. And there's the counter initiation without the Ice Blast, however. Skitter comes back into the fray. 9 is actually really hurt, but he's still destroying Insania there. Skitter looking for more. Koikva, the target, as 3-3 chasing after him. Nice round and rift with the Chaos Bolt on top of that. They try to save him, but Bo3 might just sacrifice himself for this. As 9 gets hookshotted, and the supports deal with 9 at the same time as Koikva and Bo3 get eliminated. Taiga will not survive this. He won't be able to TP back home due to a nice little Dragon Tail. And it seems like Tundra will get 4 kills pretty much for free. I mean, not for free, they do lose 9, but the Aegis was about to expire anyway. Was not the initiation Liquid was looking for. CK was not the first choice. choice.
Aegis actually isn't going to be, well, now that it's been reclaimed, obviously, but it wouldn't have been up for another 40 seconds. So they took that fight with about just under 2 minutes of Aegis remaining for Skitter. And I think Tundra were even surprised that they actually engaged in that fight. At least it was a really nice play from Insania, just completely skipping over Skitter and instead looking for the squishy backline AA. That manages to kind of overextend the lines of Tundra and allowing 9 to die. But the fight just doesn't end up that nicely. Despite having a BKB on the Drow Ranger, the arena is still a hard counter. Your projectiles will not travel through it. So all this attack range is really for naught against the Arena of Blood.
As they take the mid tower, they proceed to go and take, perhaps bottom will be a good idea. Dominate the triangle now. They already put some offensive wards here. I haven't really seen much of the impact of the Last Track this game, unfortunately, and now coming to the late game, it's really up to Axe and Drow to carry this, and then goes the Axe, try to carry this. A lot of pure damage. Skitter has this S and Y. That's helping out a bit, but not enough. He's gonna be able to tank through this, but just barely. Skitter will fall. Your Phantom actually dispel that battle hunger. Never mind. Skitter, last second, didn't falter. Very nice force stuff as well from Fata.
Yeah, the force staff snaking as well, feeding his buddy the cookie, which does now heal with the talent, you know, also helping him stay alive. Mostly, it's just all this passive regen. 151 per second is just bonkers here. It's a bit lower, sorry, that was with the salve active. 110 per second, though, is still just as bonkers. And we just kind of lack the damage. Even without the arena coming through, the Drow Ranger couldn't get enough of those procs out for the marksmanship to get the kill.
That's why there was huge. The stat resist was what saved him, honestly. Otherwise, he was dead. Very well played. A very good choice there against things like arrows and the easy setup with the battle with the Berserker's Call. Not much else you can do, and Skitter can play almost like a Wraith King, honestly, this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, Ice Blast used for scouting as they were going to try and make an aggressive play into the base. We're unable to find anyone, though. Lines being drawn on the map. It looks like Tundra are going to just look to go right back down bottom. Insania hoping to get within Yule Scepter range there. They know that our enemies now are backing off. Milan looking to set himself up with the arrow. Hook shot on top. The double stun. The triple stun out from Insania, but it'll net them the kill here onto the Ancient Apparition.
That was a good kill for Insania there.
All right, it's his first kill of the game. 1-7-5 now on the
Yeah,
side.
I know, it was an important one. Yep, yep.
You just got to grease the wheels, man. Just with that one kill. Now they'll start pouring in here. Skitter once again showing, or maybe perhaps considering showing. As there's the jump from Boxy, managing to find 2. The arrow, most importantly, on stunning the Snapfire, but Skitter turning and fighting, nearly blowing right through Insania. Luckily, he's got the Ghost Scepter to keep himself alive, but the walls of the arena are going to pin him and kill him off immediately. Quickfill has to BKB just to walk inside. Milan, not as lucky, is going to take a death. Skitter still half HP, chasing after Boxy as 9 and 33 look to jump right on top of Koikva. Gets up to the high ground here, pulled back down, the stun in time. A 4-second stun. They even managed to cancel the TP of Taiga, who's pinned to the wall, or pinned to the tree now. Skitter will pull him right back in. That's going to be 4 dead for the likes of Liquid. We did buy back here on Insania to try and get into that fight, but no dice for him here.
Yeah, another huge win for Tundra, honestly. These fights, it just, Liquid doesn't seem strong enough. Their picks haven't really worked out. I mean, the Axe carry, which is what they're running pretty much against these tanky heroes, it's just not enough. The whole advantage of the Axe carry is you can pierce right through armor, but these heroes don't base themselves on the armor. They base themselves on how absurdly high their HP is. Like I said, they needed percentage damage, and now you don't have it, so they can all tank it relatively easily.
Yeah, it feels kind of wild.
I guess DK based himself in armor to some degree.
Because we have like 2 of those heroes, right? The Drow especially is meant to play around all this armor. But it's not working for them here. And we don't even have like any of the super traditional Drow Ranger counters. Fata is going to be saved here. Boxy actually might be in some trouble. They forced the BKB out from them. At least Insania, you got to be careful here. You did buy back. Skitter using the Reality Rift to close the gap a bit more as they continue chasing away. Insania looking to TP away. We don't have enough mana for a spear. And the Chaos Bolt is not going to hit Insania in time, so he's going to be allowed to TP away. That was close.
Take the ward down as well for Snake. Good. A little gem helping about. Dominate the enemy jungle. Choke them to death as Liquid will have to continue to cut the lanes. With an axe is not that difficult, particularly this build with the Manta style allows you to cut lanes relatively easily. But CK is already really well farmed. And Skitter's looking for the Blink Dagger next. Kind of teaching Insania when you have to buy that Blink Dagger. Last item. You get the stats, then you get the Blink to murder people.
Yeah, exactly. The Blink Dagger is not all that amazing if you don't kill them within that Reality Rift Chaos Bolt stun duration, right? Because then they just force staff away or use their items, or the team comes and helps them out. You need to be able to get that kill in that duration. As here we see another smoke play here out from Liquid. They've got good vision here in the mid lane, at least, but Tundra is showing up with good force. The only one missing is going to be the Ancient Apparition, who is continuing to farm Ancients in a desperate play to get himself up to this Aeon Disc before it's nerfed. He'll get there eventually. Won't get there. And in fact, maybe he won't actually, because they will send the Axe Illusion. Oh, thought about sending it into the triangle. Luckily for Fonto, they won't do it.
Alright, they just go for the Axe Illusion first. Make sure they can't cut lanes. The smoke by Liquid.
Right. There is... Okay, we've got now Aeon Disc. Oh, he's just going to complete it. Fata not taking any chances here.
Oh, DK going in. Taiga. I mean, actually, Taiga went in, to be honest. Went in to die. Boxing is getting a 3-man call. Can they turn this into at least one kill on Snaking? They will do so. The Ice Blast did bother a bit. 3-3. It's quite low, but he's going to be able to survive. Fata surviving thanks to that Aeon Disc. Insane is already dead. Koik back in the BKB. Just wants to kill a support, but he can't even do that. Koikfa will have to TP while the BKB is still active. Tundra are capable of honestly working this team fight nicely. They don't lose a single hero. They take a Leshrac for free. And Clockwork as well. Sorry, they lose Snaking, my bad. They lose Snaking, buy back immediately. They take a support in exchange, and finally the Leshrac and the Roshan now for free.
What an alpha move out from this Ancient Apparition. He gets all of his spells off, and he goes, well, I'm kind of useless now. The best thing I can do is just break the passive of the Drow Ranger using my Aeon Disc. And he just runs at Drow. Drow just immediately one-shots him and procs the Aeon Disc, but quickly realizes what's going on and needs to get the hell out of dodge. Again, Arena is such a big problem right now. I don't really want to say it's the positioning here of Koikva. It's just that Arena is just this huge AoE that's going to deny you of all your auto attack damage. The best thing you can just hope to do is you know, toss in a multi-shot and wish the boys best of luck, but there's just nothing that this Drow seems to be able to do if these arenas actually get erected.
And I feel like Nine has not had much trouble initiating into these fights because of how difficult it is for them to catch up, honestly. Like, he has had the Blink Dagger, right? But he didn't need a Yule Scepter because everyone is kind of slow. He can just walk in, really. The team fight takes a while for Liquid. Axe should be a supposedly bursty hero because you jump in, then you have the Manta style, boom, destroy anything. But not against a DK, not against a CK, like I mentioned a couple times. So that gives enough time for Nine to just, honestly, saunter in and get the arena off right when he thinks it's appropriate. He's playing almost like he's playing a Tide on it, more than a Mars.
Yeah, I could see that. A 9 is going to throw the spear. I think it gives vision on Milan. He's blink on cooldown for a couple more seconds. They're just going to wait for Milan to leave the pit. The leap on leap action as they pirouette across each other as if in a ballet, but unfortunately this one is going to end in the death of Milan. He will fall. And Sanya, you know, again, you can take the player out of the position, but here he goes dewarding. Can't take the position out of the player. Good
you can certainly take Insania out of his position, but you can never but you can never take the pronunciation out of Richie, though. That's for sure.
True.
As they go, and they take the tower up top. Skinner has the Phantasm with the DK. I feel like this tower should fall relatively easily. You don't even need to use the Phantasm just yet. They have the Aegis after all. Looking for that Swift Blink at some point. Meanwhile, Liquid's like, ooh, that tower. It would be sure nice if we could defend it.
Just too difficult here. Skittered way too tanky. He's got Swift Blink in right now if he wants it, and he does. With the Eagle Song on the way, level 25 talent. He's taking the Chaos Strike, dodging the stun. Flash. Oh, he's got the Ag Shard, though. They might just kill him here. They have to use the call even just to make sure he lives. Ag Shard, though, finished up now. But unfortunately, that's not going to do much to defend against the Bears.
Goodbye to Rex. Go back to defend bottom. Like I said, Axe can cut lanes, but is he really that useful pushing towers? No. It's kind of the Drow. But the Drow, if she shows herself, she's going to die for sure. So Liquid is just trying to get more time, honestly. But the question with this is, what does this time lead to? Is there ever a point where you start winning again? I'm not sure.
I don't think so either. I mean, it's... Oh, that's Skitter just blowing up illusions. Pardon me. There's Swift Blink completed, though, on him. He's probably going to use the Midas once more and then look to sell it. Oh, really lucky that Milan was able to double back there for the Paladin Sword. Definitely don't want to end up giving that one away Tier 3 neutral items now beginning to... I mean, that's a Tier 3 neutral item, 30 seconds for Tier 4 spawn, and that's kind of how long it's been since Liquid had really been able to get farm on everyone. It was really late for a Tier 3.
DKX being brought up means that 3-3 will also be a core now, really. And we've seen DK's kind of do the impossible with just the axe. You don't even need damage anymore. Just kind of kite someone endlessly. That and the arena that you explained earlier.
Dire's bottom
I'm
tower
gonna push right
is
through
under
bottom
attack.
here. One lane of barracks
Yeah, why
remaining.
not?
Roshan, sorry, this Aegis still active for another minute and 5 seconds or thereabouts.
Dire's bottom
I don't really think there's going to be
has
much to
fallen.
stop Skitter from just cutting right up to the high ground. In fact, there's not anything. He just blinks right up.
Dire's bottom tower
Skitter
is under
does
attack.
have still the Aegis. I mean, it's Yule sceptering him endlessly because they can't really fight him. Trying to wait this Aegis out. 50 more seconds.
Seems doable.
Oh, Skitter, he was considering there. Wanted to go in. Has a level 25, some more Chaos Strike chance.
Dire's bottom
He avoids
tower
Split
is
Earth.
under
Okay,
attack.
Boxy hoping to get him with a stun. Split Earth, nope. Oh yeah, the second Split Earth will actually hit him, but they're in the Arena of Blood. Catching up to Boxy,
shot
and
whiffs.
Boxy's down. 80 seconds though. And he still actually has buyback. Not too bad. Liquid can still try to fight this.
Dire's bottom
They might not want to though, as the racks are about to fall. 3-3 catches up to a poor Clockwork who already whiffed his hook shot. Clockwork who's now dead. Axe
Oh,
comes back
on
in.
two.
Berserker's Call. Go for 3-3. No more Dragon Form for him, but so many Chaos Bolts running onto poor Insania, who has a Ghost Hunter that might save him as 3-3 gets dunked. No, Insania's being body blocked and pummeled to death. Milan used the Yule Scepter. Everyone's flying, but on the Liquid side, everyone's dying. As Milan dies, Drow Ranger's also being surrounded. She will fall as well. Liquid, what are you to do but throw the GG? I don't think there's anything left for you.
Nope. Boxy's going to jump in once again. Plenty of illusions around, but he is dying way too fast to these things. The damage is too high. GG now dropped as Liquid will fall 0-2 to the likes of Tundra.
Okay, well, I mean, I was expecting Liquid to do better, but also expecting Liquid to have their full roster. Now that I know they don't have their full roster, I would have probably assumed that was going to be the result, not going to lie. I think